ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Sat Sangat ji, today we shall try to narrate the episode of the unparalleled martyrdom of Mata Gujri ji, Baba Zorawar Singh ji and Baba Fateh Singh ji, the younger sons of 10th Sikh Guru Sahib Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. We will start the story from the situation, the place from where Guru Gobind Singh Ji left the Anandpur fort. Sri Guru Gobind Singh was the 10th and the last of the Sikh Gurus in the human form. He reshaped history by creating a community of highly principled, committed, sincere, dedicated and disciplined saint soldiers known as the Khalsa Panth, as well as by sacrificing his whole family while fighting for religious freedom, equality, justice and respect for all. The present episode deals with the supreme sacrifices made by his two younger sons, Baba Zorawar Singh aged 9 and Baba Fateh Singh aged 7 in Sarhand in the year 1704. The sequence of events took place like this. The second fierce battle between the brave Sikhs of Sri Guru Gobind Singh and the Mughal army and the consequent siege of Anandgarh fort continued for about 8 months. Then, swearing in the name of the Holy Quran, Emperor Aurangzeb sent a message to Guru Gobind Singh that if he vacates the fort of his own, he will be allowed safe passes to go without any obstruction. Though Guru Gobind Singh had no trust in his oath, yet to test his sincerity, he agreed to vacate the fort. However, as soon as the Guru and his Sikhs came out of the fort, the Mughal army attacked and followed them. A fierce battle ensued on the bank of the Sarsa river, which was in flood then. The Guru's soldiers fought bravely and each one of them killed a number of Mughal soldiers. Yet the Guru's side suffered a great loss. In this fierce battle, the whole family of Guru was separated from one another. His spouses, Mata Sundari ji and Mata Sahib Kaur ji, were sent to Delhi with Bhai Mani Singh ji. The two elder sons of the Guru, Sahibzada Baba Ajit Singh and Sahibzada Baba Jujhar Singh, crossed the Sarsa river along with their father, and after spending the night in Ropar, they reached the fortress-like double-story house or Haveli of Chamkaur Sahib. His two younger sons, Sahibzada Baba Zorawar Singh and Sahibzada Baba Fateh Singh, went with their grandmother Mata Gujri ji. Gurdwara Parivar Bichoda Sahib on the bank of the Sarsa river reminds us of this sad turn the events were taking. Treading the unknown paths in the dense forest, they were moving towards an unknown destination. On the way, they faced many hardships, but the brave sons of the Guru felt no fear of them. Repeating holy hymns from Gurbani, they moved onward in the company of their old grandmother, who also narrated to them highly inspiring tales from the Sikh history. In this way, it became easy for them to walk their way. After covering a long distance with both her grandsons, Mata Gujri ji reached outside the hut of a boatsman known as Kumma Mashki. His real name was the Karim Baksh, and he was a water carrier by profession. Seeing them, he immediately came out of his hut and requested them with folded hands, "My great luck, please spend the night in this poor man's hut." Mata Gujri ji and her grandsons felt pleased with Kumma's devotion. Moreover, it was getting dark, so she thought it better to stay for the night in this hut. A woman named Lakshmi, who lived in Kumma's village, Chak Tera, served to them whatever was available in her house, and taking the name of God, all ate it. On the second day, an ex-cook in the Guru's house, Gangu, who had somehow come to know about their stay in the hut, came there and requested with folded hands, "A respected mother, please go with me to my village Khedi. There you will be fully comfortable and nobody will know about your being there." Finding the mother silent, Gangu began to say, "You should have full faith in me." Hearing these words, Mata Gujri ji decided to accompany Gangu. The few things they had were loaded on the back of a pony, and they set out for his village. On the way, the young Sahibzadas would ask their grandmother various questions, sometimes about their father and sometimes about their elder brothers. It got quite dark in the evening when they reached Gangu's house. Mata Gujri ji placed the things in the room where they were to rest for the night. Both the Sahibzadas were made to change for the night and their bed was set. All three chanted Rehra Sahib. When it was over, the grandmother hugged both her grandsons tightly, blessed them profusely, and then all lay down to sleep. Late in the night, Gangu tiptoed in their room. Finding Mata Gujri ji fast asleep, he drew her bag from under the bed and after searching it, slipped out with the bundle of gold coins he had found in the bag. Mataji heard the noise and had a vague idea of Gangu entering the room, but she spoke no word. Next morning, when Mataji was awake, she asked Gangu, "How is it that all my goods were lying scattered, though the main gate of the house was shut? Where are my gold coins?" Gangu pretended to look bewildered. Then, without uttering any word, he went outside and raised a hue and cry, "A theft in my house! Come, people, come! The goods of Mata Gujri have been stolen." Mataji called Gangu inside and said to him, "Look, Gangu, it is not right to raise such hue and cry. You can keep the gold coins with you. Who has asked you to return these?" Hearing this, Gangu replied angrily, "What injustice! I have given you shelter in my house and you are accusing me of theft." Mata Gujri ji tried to pacify him, but speaking loudly, he went out of the house and went straight to the Morinda police station. Going inside, he saluted the police officer present there and said to him slowly, "Sir, I have come to give you a secret information." "Yes, Mr. Gangu, what secret information do you have with you to give me?" asked the police officer. "Sir, Guru Gobind Singh's mother and his two younger sons are hiding in my house." The police officer felt highly pleased to hear this. He immediately called some of his policemen and sent them with Gangu, ordering them to arrest all three and bring them to the police station. When the policemen sent by the officer reached Gangu's house, some of the neighbors got curious to see what was happening there. The policemen quickly entered the room and felt astonished to see them sitting calmly on the bed. Then they told them to go with them to the police station as per the orders of their officer. Mata Gujri ji embraced both her grandsons and said, "Let's go, my children." Sahibzada Zorawar Singh and Sahibzada Fateh Singh had already prepared themselves for it and stood ready to go. So all three started walking with the policemen. In the meantime, a big crowd of people gathered outside. Gangu was standing on one side and the people were raising fingers towards him. He was standing with downcast looks. A woman was saying, "Do you see the misdeed of this ungrateful person? First he brought them to his house and then informed the police about them." Another person was saying, "What harm had these innocent children done to the government?" Still another was saying, "Did you see the radiance on the face of their grandmother?" In the very sight of the people present there, the policemen took the three with them while the people looked dumbfounded. During the night, they were kept in the lockup of Morinda police station. An embodiment of peace, Mata Gujari ji consoled both her children very affectionately. All the time, kept them close to her and told them about the brave deeds of the Sikhs of Guru Nanak Dev. She also narrated to them the tales of the unique martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji and Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. All three recited Rahras Sahib and Kirtan Sohala. Then they lay to sleep on the mat available in the lockup cell. Next day, early in the morning, all three were taken by the bullock cart to police station Basi Pathana, from where they were further taken to Sarhand. The people were asking one another in wonder about why such an old woman and innocent children have been arrested. By whichever street they passed, people in large number came out of their houses. Beholding the brave and fearless Sahibzadas, the people were saying they are the brave sons of a brave father. Hearing men and women talking like this, the policemen felt embarrassed and tried to walk quickly. The cartman also goaded his bullocks to move faster in order to reach Sarhand as soon as possible. In Sarhand, they were imprisoned in the cold tower known as Thanda Buruj. Remember, these were the chilliest days of December. Now this place is sanctified by Gurdwara Thanda Buruj. Here, a water carrier named Baba Motiram Mehra secretly served them hot milk, risking his own as well as his own family's life. Gurdwara Baba Motiram Mehra, just opposite to the Roza Sharif, commemorates the sacred memory of this devotee of the Guru, and the two glasses which were used to serve milk to Mata Gujari ji and the Sahibzadas are duly preserved there. The young Sahibzadas continuously listened to the different tales from the Sikh history and feeling impressed by the ideals of the great Gurus. They said, "Dear grandmother, we are the sons of the great Guru and we shall protect our religion at any cost. We shall be very fortunate, grandmother, if we are able to lay down our lives for our religion." The grandmother felt highly pleased to hear the words of her grandsons and blessed them again and again. Early in the morning on the second day, the soldiers of the governor of Sarhand, Wazir Khan, reached the cold tower. They bowed in respect before Mata Gujari ji and began to say, "We have orders to take these children to the court of the governor." Mataji at once asked on what charge they are to be taken to the court. The soldiers replied that we don't know. We have just to carry out the orders. The grandmother loved and blessed both the children and advised them strongly not to bow before any threat or injustice. They bowed their heads before her and got ready to accompany the soldiers, who then escorted them to Wazir Khan's court. When the Sahibzada reached near the court, they saw that the main gate had been shut and only a small window in it was open, and one had to bow down to get into the court through this window. But the intelligent Sahibzadas looked through the cunning plan of the rulers to make them bow their heads while entering, and quite cleverly they entered by placing their feet first and without bowing their heads. Wazir Khan's court was full of courtiers, and as soon as the Sahibzadas entered, they were loudly uttered the Sikh greeting, "Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh." The court echoed with their loud greeting, and all eyes were turned towards the brave and fearless sons of Guru Gobind Singh. Fair complexioned and in saffron robes with small swords hanging by their sides, through slings in their necks, they were looking very lovely. The courtiers were staring at them continuously. The governor usually addressed as Nawab or Suba Sarhand, Wazir Khan began to address them with seeming politeness. Dear children, you are looking very smart, and the Muslim community will feel very proud if you also become Muslims by reading the Kalma. You will get whatever you will demand. Both the Sahibzada roared in reply, our religion is dearer to us than any worldly possessions. We consider them insignificant. Hearing their reply, the governor felt very angry, but he controlled his anger. Then he began to say to the Qazi, a Muslim judge or magistrate, interpreter of Islamic law, did you hear the rude reply of these rebels? Don't consider them innocent. They are the sons of a rebel and they must be punished. The Qazi replied, these innocents are not guilty as per our religious code of conduct, and we can't punish the children for a crime of their father. The governor again said, but they themselves are also rebels. See how they are standing with their heads held high. The Qazi said, but they have not committed any crime. Hearing the Qazi's reply, Wazir Khan felt very surprised. Then he tried to convince the Sahibzadas by saying, you are just small children, and it is an age when you should eat, drink and make merry. Accept our advice, and I'll gift you so much of land, you'll enjoy yourselves here and enjoy the pleasures of heaven hereafter. Sahibzada Zorawar Singh replied fearlessly, we are at war with the tyranny and injustice. We are the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, grandsons of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, and belong to the dynasty of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. We shall move in their footsteps. We are ready to make any sacrifice for protecting our religion. The governor spoke slowly. Wow, so proud of your religion. Diwan Suchanand, who was present in the court at that time, stood up and going to Sahibzadas, asked them, if you are released, where will you go and what will you do? Sahibzada Zorawar Singh replied, we shall go to the forests, organize the Sikhs, obtain horses and fight against you. Diwan Suchanand, who should actually be called Chutanand, now said to them, you know your father has been killed, so you should change yourselves and agree to what the honorable governor is saying. Both the Sahibzada roared, who can kill our father? He is capable of defending himself under all circumstances. We don't need your advice and shall continue to fight till this tyrannical rule is over. Relating the tradition of the dynasty to Suchanand, the Sahibzada uttered the following wonderful words. This is the tradition of our dynasty. We can sacrifice our lives, but not our religion. Diwan Suchanand felt surprised as well as angry. Grumbling some words, he came to the governor and said, the young ones of a snake are also snakes, and it is not wise to kill the snake, but let its offspring grow freely. The offsprings of a wolf is a wolf. After growing up, they will surely revolt against us, so they must be punished. The governor listened to the words of Suchanand with full attention, and when the governor, the Qazi and the Suchanand were discussing the issue among themselves, the Sahibzadas continued to talk to and laugh with each other quite freely and fearlessly. The courtiers sitting or standing all around were feeling amazed to think that there was no sign of fear or worry on their faces, though the issue of their life and death was being discussed. The governor said to the Qazi again, Mr. Qazi, did you hear their offending replies? It will not be wise to release them, as they will also rise in revolt like their father. The Qazi had also heard the conversation between Suchanand and the Sahibzadas. After thinking for some time, he stood up and pronounced his decision. These children are hell-bent on revolt. They should be bricked alive in a wall. Hearing the decision of the Qazi, all people in the court felt dumbfounded. However, the Sahibzadas were standing without any trace of fear or worry on their faces. Then the Qazi suggested to the governor, you should hand over these children to the Nawab of Malerkotla. The soldiers of their father had killed his brother, and he can take his revenge by killing these children. Wazir Khan called up Sher Muhammad Khan, the Nawab of Malerkotla, and said to him, Sher Muhammad Khan, the soldiers of Guru Gobind Singh killed your brother. Now is the time to take your revenge. The sons of the Guru are in my custody, and the Qazi has given the decision that they should be bricked alive in the wall. So they are being handed over to you, and you have to implement this decision. Hearing this, Sher Muhammad Khan felt shocked, and for a moment he was unable to utter even a single word. And then with a deep sigh he said, Mr. Governor, this is cruelty. My brother was killed in a battle. What is the fault of these innocent children? Uttering such words of sympathy, he came out of the court. After this, Wazir Khan ordered the children to be taken back to the cold tower. At the same time, he directed his courtiers to arrange for some executioners immediately in order to implement the Qazi's decision without any delay. Reaching the cold tower, the Sahibzadas told their grandmother everything that happened in the court. The grandmother's eyes were filled with tears. Then, taking both of them in her arms, she said, You have well proved your worth, my children. God is always with you. On the next day, the Sahibzadas were once again taken to the court of the governor, where he again asked them, Yes, children, what is your decision now? Do you agree to convert to Islam, or should you be bricked alive in the wall? Both the Sahibzadas replied fearlessly, We shall never renounce our religion. Hearing their reply, the governor felt wonderstruck. Then one of his attendants came forward and told him, Sir, the royal executioners of Delhi, Shashal Beg and Vashal Beg, are present in the court. They have a hearing here in a case against them, and if you acquit them in that case, they are ready to break alive both the children in a wall. The governor at once ordered, The case against these executioners is dismissed. Hand over the children to them. The executioners moved forward and bowing before the governor said, Just as you order, sir. The soldiers brought both the Sahibzadas out of the court. A large crowd of people had gathered there. All were feeling shocked to hear that these young children have been sentenced to be bricked alive in a wall. Comments like these were being heard from all sides. What crime have these youngsters committed? Such injustice, such tyranny. See, sister, how fearless are these children. They are the brave sons of Guru Gobind Singh. People were feeling puzzled. The soldiers were moving them ahead quite briskly. At the same time, they were bowing their heads in shame. The innocent Sahibzadas were brought to the place where the wall for the purpose was to be raised. The Qazi also reached the place. Both the Sahibzadas were made to stand on the foundation of the wall in progress. The Qazi said to them again, Accept Islam. Why are you losing your precious life for nothing? The executioners also tried to persuade them to accept Qazi's advice, but the Sahibzadas remained firm in their decision. They rather said, Why are you delaying your job? Raise the wall of sin and evil faster, so that the tyrannical Mughal rule may meet its end faster. Saying this, the Sahibzadas began to recite Japji Sahib, and the executioners started raising the wall. When the bricks of the wall reached the level of their chests, the Qazi once again came near them and said, Look, children, there is still time and you can be pardoned. Read the kalma and the wall will be demolished. The Sahibzadas, however, retorted, We shall not renounce our religion, and we are not at all afraid of death. Even if we get crores of lives, these will be insignificant before our religion. Hearing the reply of the Sahibzadas, all present on the occasion were struck with wonder that was no less than awe. Tears welled up in the eyes of many, and they were muttering, Really great is the mother who gave them birth, and really great is their father. Now the wall had reached up to the level of their necks, and both the Sahibzadas were looking towards each other and saying, They want to test us, but they don't know what the Sikhs of Guru Nanak fear none but God. Guru Arjan Dev Ji embraced martyrdom by sitting on a red hot iron sheet placed on a big hearth. Thus, he taught us not only how to live, but also how to die. The younger Sahibzada said, Our grandfather, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, sacrificed his life, but he did not budge from his stand. Soon we shall also reach near him. He's waiting for us. After some time, both the Sahibzadas become unconscious. Seeing this, the executioners became nervous, and after consulting each other, they said, "They are now on the verge of death, so we need not raise the wall further. As the night is about to fall, we should end their lives by beheading them." The wall fell down. The unconscious Sahibzadas were laid on the ground and beheaded. This place is now sanctified by Gurdwara Sri Fatehgarh Sahib, where lakhs of devotees pay their obeisance every year during the days of their martyrdom in the month of December. The eyes of the people standing nearby were filled with tears and sobbing disgustingly. They were saying, "Such cruelty! What answer will this cruel ruler and Qazi give in the court of God?" As soon as the Sahibzadas breathed their last, the grandmother sitting in meditation in the cold tower also left for her heavenly abode. When the security men reached the tower to give her the news of the martyrdom of the Sahibzadas, she was already dead. There was panic in the city of Sarhand, and everybody was talking about this inhuman deed. People were saying, "What terrible cruelty! Never before in this world has such a cruel crime been committed." The Mughals have themselves put an end to their rule, and whoever heard about it, her eyes were filled with tears. That very night, Diwan Todermal, who was a jeweler by profession, approached Wazir Khan and requested him, "Respected sir, I should be allowed to cremate the dead bodies of the children and their grandmother." Wazir Khan replied, "I can give you only as much land as you can purchase by spreading gold coins on it." Diwan Todermal took it as an opportunity to render service to the religion, and going home, he brought all the gold coins he had in his house. He marked the land needed for the cremation and purchased it by covering it all with gold coins. Then, with the highest reverence possible, he cremated both the Sahibzada ji and Mata Gujri ji. Now this place is sanctified by Gurdwara Jyoti Swarup Sahib in Fatehgarh Sahib. At the time of their martyrdom, Sahibzada Zorawar Singh's age was 9, whereas Sahibzada Fateh Singh's was only 7 years old. Both the Sahibzadas created history by making such big sacrifices at such tender ages. In fact, their martyrdoms are unparalleled in the history of the whole humankind. That is why we address them as Baba Zorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh. The Punjabi word Baba in English means some elderly person of a very high social status who deserves utmost respect. At the time when this tragic incident took place, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was in Raikot town. When Nura Mahi gave him this news, he uprooted a small reed plant with the tip of an arrow and said, "Now the Mughal rule has been rooted out." The Guru's elder sons, Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jujhar Singh, had already laid down their lives at the Battle of Chamkaur Sahib, and people were saying, even after getting his 4 sons killed, he did not shed a single tear. Thus, Guru Gobind Singh infused a new spirit in the whole community by sacrificing his sons. After some time, when Guru Gobind Singh went to Nanded, there he met Madho Das Vairagi, whom he baptized as a Sikh and gave him the strength to emerge as Baba Banda Singh Bahadur. Getting inspiration and strength from the Guru, he invaded Sarhand and caused great loss to the city. Wazir Khan and all his supporters were killed, and the Mughal rule suffered a severe blow. He established an independent Sikh state, launched a coin in the name of Guru Nanak, and used the stamp with words Deg Teg Fateh inscribed on it. National Hindi poet Maithili Sharan Gupt writes in his epic Bharat Bharti, "A nation whose children can such sacrifice make, its present may be whatever, its future must be great." Allah Yar Khan Jogi, a great Muslim poet, writes about the super martyrdom of the Sahibzadas. By giving our own lives, the lives of others, we are saving the foundation of Sikhism on our heads. we are having, after glorifying history of the Guru dynasty, we are going the seeds of a Sikh empire we are sowing. Now the nation will sit on the throne wearing the crown, and every relic of the tyrants from this earth will be wiped down. This is the whole episode of the great martyrdom of the great sons of a great Guru, Baba Zorawar Singh ji, Baba Fateh Singh ji. Let us salute these great martyrs of the whole history of the humankind. Let us salute these great martyrs. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.